Hey everyone, so as we are getting started for our science vocab section today, I wanted to tell you about a couple things that you will need for this year. So the main things that you will need from me as far as items other than the Chromebook that you will need to complete your work for me on a regular basis would be these two things. So first thing is a 3-ring binder. You can see the one open underneath there. Here is a closed one. So it's just a regular old ringed binder with the snaps that you can open and close. You want the 3-inch kind because we're going to need a little bit of space. The other thing you will need along with that 3-ring binder, well, two other things. You'll need a section of 5 insertable tab dividers. These usually come in groups of 5. They are these little things right here, and you will see they are behind and they are separating the sections of my 3-ring binder. The last thing you'll need is 1 or 2 packages of loose leaf paper just to keep you moving through the year, because we're going to be putting a lot of things in this binder. All right, when you've got your binder, you're going to want to set it up into 5 sections. And I'll go ahead and give you those 5 sections, although we're just going to worry about one today. So section number 1 would be a section for math vocabulary. The second section you would need would be for your math notebook. We will be doing some interactive notebook things this year, so I'd like you to have a notebook section. And third, just one section that you can label math work. That's where I would like you to do your work on paper as you're working online. And that way you have a record of it so that I can look at it when we're doing small group instruction or when I come visit you. All right, so those 3 things you'll need for math, and then the other 2 sections you would need from your 5 sections would be a science vocab section. That's what we're going to be doing today. So if you can see here, I have one of my tabs labeled science vocab, and the other tab you would need would be science notes and labs. So I have science notes / net labs as my 5th section of my binder. But today we're going to be dealing with the science vocabulary section. All right, so if you will, go ahead and grab a piece of paper. If you don't have a 3-ring binder you can grab right off the bat, that's okay. Just get either some loose leaf paper or a spiral notebook. That will work for now. And take a page and label it Life Science Unit 1.4, because this is going to be the vocab for this section. All right, and then we'll get started with our vocab today. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to go grab anything, and then you can hop back on and hit play, and we'll move on with our vocab for today. All right, so vocabulary today, you are going to go to Discovery Ed just like you did yesterday. You're going to click on Unit 1.4, of course, and then you're going to be in the Explore 1 tab today. So you'll see a little tab like yesterday it said Engage. Today we're going to be on the one that says Explore, and then there's an Explore 1 and an Explore 2. We want Explore 1 today. And if you will scroll down on your page, you'll see a page, part of the page that looks like what I am showing you on your screen right now. This is your vocab. Any of these words in blue, like you see on your screen now, these are vocab words. So we're going to take the 3 vocab words from this unit, and I'm going to show you how to look up the vocab. So we're going to take our first word, we're going to write it in our journal. So we're going to write the word stimulus down. If I remember how to spell stimulus. S-T-I-M-U-L-U-S, and I am going to underline it so I know that that is my vocabulary word, and put a little dash. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that blue word, and if you can see on the next screen that I'm showing you, you're going to see a little tab in the parts at the top. There's one that says animation, one that says details, one that says video, and one that says image. You can look through all of those, but details is what we need because that will give us our definition. And if you look on the page, the definition says the stimulus is something that prompts a change in an organism's behavior. All right, so we're going to write that definition down. So something that prompts a change in an organism's behavior. So Think about some things that might change, that might prompt a change in your behavior. What kinds of things do you feel, do you see, do you encounter that make you change your behavior? I know for me, sometimes I can get a little cranky if I am hungry. I get a little hangry. So hunger would be a stimulus that I would feel, and that would cause me to change my behavior. Either I'm getting cranky with other people, or I'm going to go off in search of food. Those would be stimuli. Stimuli is just the plural word of stimulus. All right. Next word would be the word response. We're going to go ahead and write it down. You probably know at least some definition of this word. We're going to look at it through the lens of life science today. So go ahead and click on the blue word that says response. Today we'll do it together, and then we're going to go click on details again, and you'll see it pop up on your screen with the definition there. So the definition that it gives for response is an organism's reaction to stimulus. An organism's reaction to stimulus. So again, the stimulus is something that prompts a change, and that the change that it prompts is our response. So again, if I'm talking about when I'm hungry, either my response is A, I start lashing out at other people because I'm hungry, I'm a little cranky, or I go off in search of food. These would be responses to the stimulus. And last but not least, we have our third word, and that is going to be organism. And we've used that word in our two definitions, so I guess we should probably know what that means, right? Organism. Go ahead and write that down. And then we'll click on our word, and I'll show you what I've got under the details tab for organism. The definition it says is any individual living thing. Individual living thing. Ladies and gents, you and I are both living things, so we would be organisms. Now, it's any individual. So a group of things would not be an organism. That would be a community or a population. So any one individual thing, living thing, is an organism. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what we have for your first three vocab words. This should help you as you're reading through, because this section of text is going to use these three words to help you understand how organisms interact with their environment. All right, go ahead and now read through this lesson using those words if you need to help you out. Those words may also come in handy as you are answering the questions for this section as well. All right, I'll give you guys a chance to get going there. Go ahead and begin reading this section in Discovery Ed.